everyone, welcome back. So, again here we are continuing the lab Python lab program. In this session we will talk about the 11th program. So, the 11th program is about to read a word, we need to read the word and prints the number of letters, vowels and percentage of vowels in the word using dictionary. We need to use the concept of dictionary in the Python. We know what is dictionary. Dictionary is a combination of key value pair, right. So, by using that dictionary, we need to our input is a word. In that word, how many are vowels, how many vowels are there in the word, and at the same time even we need to calculate the percentage in the percentage of vowel in the given word. Let us try to understand through the explanation for this program. See here directly first I will try to explain the word to analyze. Word is what? That is your input. You need to send the word, which word you want to analyze, how many vowels are there, what is the percentage of vowel, all those things. And process, how do you process to find out all these things? First define a string vowels containing all the vowel characters. First we need to define a string which containing the vowel characters also, and initialize the dictionary count, because we need to take the count how many characters are there and how many are vowel in that. So, for that we need to initialize the dictionary count for what? To store the total number of letters, how many letters are there in the given string, and also we need to take the count of how many are vowels. Now, again we need to iterate through each character of the word. In that, whatever the word you have entered as a given as a input, we need to go one by one, and of course here also there will be a lower case uppercase conversion will be there, because to make sure that all are in the same case. Now, if the character is a letter, using char dot is alpha, we are just checking whether the character is alphabet or not. For that reason we are just ensure that whether the character is alpha, and update the count. Yes, if it is an update character, then you update in the dictionary. And finally we are calculate the percentage of vowel. See, once we get the total how many characters are there and how many vowels are there in that word, and it's easy to calculate the percentage of the vowels based on the total number of characters or letters, and the update the same in the dictionary. So, finally the output is program prints the total number of letters and number of vowels and the percentage of vowels in the word. See the example, hello, number of letters how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many vowels are there? E, O. So, only 2. Which are the vowel? 2 and O. See, number of vowels as per the problem statement we have displayed, we have given that detail, and percentage of vowels 2 by 5 into 100. So, we will get approximately it is like 40%. So, the percentage of vowel is 40%. So, this it varies always, it depends on the input, it varies the number of vowels as well as the percentage of the vowels. So, now we will see the implementation of this problem. So, we have defined a method called def analyze the word. So, input is what? Your input word, whatever the string you have given. Now, we are just first we need to identify, we need to know initial what are the vowels. So, for that reason vowels is equal to A, E, I, O, U. Here I have taken only the lower case. So, that means the input also need to convert, whether it is an uppercase, you need to convert into lowercase, you need to manage, or else irrespective of upper or lower, you need to initialize both upper and lower OL, A, E, I, O, U, uppercase also. Now, initialize the dictionary. Initialize the dictionary, we have both. What are those two? We need two values, right. One is we need total number of characters, how many total characters are there, and how many vowels. So, for that is the reason count is your dictionary object. So, dictionary is always list, we have used the square bracket, but here it is a dictionary, it is a flower bracket. So, open the flower bracket, see first key is total letters, value is 0. See, always it is a dictionary means key value pair combination, there is a colon that separates the key and value, it differentiates. See, this is a colon in between, right side of the colon is value, left side of the colon is key. This is the first element. Second element is vowel count, again colon 0. So, now initially both vowel count and total count are 0. Now, I am just processing the word. For that you need to iterate the entire word for each character I am just converting the entire word into a lowercase directly by using the method called lower, and I am just checking whether the character is alpha. Yes, if it is an alpha bit, then you can just is alpha, you can just push it to the total letters equal to +1. If character, the same character is in vowel, because whether it is a vowel or whether it is a any other than vowel, but total count need to be increment. That is the reason first condition is total letters is equal to total letter +1 if it is an alphabet, irrespective of whether it is a vowel or not. Now, I am checking whether the whatever the character you have read, whether that is part of vowel or not. That is the reason char in vowels, same char in vowels. Vowel is already we have defined initially A, E, I, O, whether it is in that or not. If it is, then increment the vowel count. Like that, you just keep on traverse each and every character in the given word. So, finally, we will get the count of some count of total letters and some count of vowel count. So, now I am just checking if count of total letters greater than 0, you just take the vowel percentage. So, counts of vowel percentage is equal to counts of vowel count divided by letters, total number of letters into 0, 100. So, you will get the percentage. Else you just count, if none of the letters are then obviously the percentage is 0. Finally, we are returning the count. So, input is what? Enter a word. I am just here dynamically I am taking through the input, since it is a string, enter a word that will be stored in the word, analyze, calling the function analyze of word. So, finally, I am printing number of letters, how many total letters, number of vowels, vowel count, and percentage of vowels. So, this is how it works. So, real enter the word, I am entering VTU, PG Center, Mysuru online degree programs. So, now total number of letters how many? 38. Number of vowels how many are there? It is 18. See, even though there are uppercase here, but everything will get converted into lower case, and then it is checked whether how many characters are there, how many vowels are there, and the percentage of vowels. It is a 36.84% of vowels in the given string. This is about analysis and find out the number of vowels and the percentage of vowels in the given program. This is about your 11th program in the Python lab. Thank you.